Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you again for plugging in. My name is Mike Benton. I'm half of the Tina and Mike Benton real estate team. It means the world to us that you plug in each and every week, and I truly hope you're getting some benefit and some value from these videos. Last week I sent out a video, help, I need some topics, and this one came back more than once, where somebody was concerned, they didn't know what to do, they were handling their own property, they didn't hire a professional landlord, a management company, they're doing it. So, you know, after 20 plus years in real estate and being a landlord, I know there's a couple things I want to make sure that you get tonight. Now, this is about being proactive, not reactive. Also, this is not about catching that tenant doing something wrong. It has nothing to do with that. If you feel that's what you need to do, you have the wrong tenant. Most tenants care. They want to make sure that home is taken care of. Matter of fact, they care so much sometimes that they actually love it that they make some mistakes and not let you know about everything. And you'll see it right below in the email. But first of all, when you go into a home, I like to say, and again, it's not in quite the same order, but I want you to walk the yard, all right? But the reason why I want you to walk the yard, I want you to look for a couple key things. A, gutters. Are they cleaned out? Are they flowing? 2, grade of the property, all right? But really, there's 2 other things that you cannot miss. Promise me? All right. Number 1, if you have window wells, they have to be cleaned out. They cannot become fish bowls. The next one, if you have a walk up, walk down basement, I need to make sure you make sure that it's cleaned out. If neither one are cleaned out, you need to make it a point to let your tenant know they have to be checked. They can't be checked once a month, once a year. Whenever they can, they need to check them. Because what I have found, that whenever a basement floods, it's because of those 2 areas. All right, so the next one. You go inside the house, I want you to look for a couple key things. A, dampness and really any type of a mold starting to happen. Now real quick, calm down. Not all mold's going to kill you, all right? Every home has some form of mold someplace in the wall, in the crawl space, in the basement. It's not all going to kill you. Matter of fact, you'll probably eat it. It's called cheese. No, I'm just kidding. But what I want you to do is I want you to walk around. I want you to look at the sinks. I want you to look at where the washer and dryer is, the toilets. I want you to look and see if there's any dampness. I want you to look in the ceiling to see if there's any dampness, all right? The next thing I want you to do is actually look for leaks. There's 2 different things here. The one is dampness, but the other one's more is about leaks. And what I'm talking about, the fittings on the washer and dryer behind it, the fittings on the toilet, the fittings on the washer, the sink, the vanity, the showers, outside hose bibs. I want you to check all of that to make sure there's no leaks, all right? A little leak can turn into the Grand Canyon if you let it go long enough. And the next one is, I want you to do a little bit more than most people are going to do. I want you to check out all the smoke detectors and all the carbon monoxide detectors, all right? So carbon monoxide should be down low, because if it's up high, by the time it goes off, the family's dead. I want the carbon monoxide low. Smoke detectors be throughout the house. Bring a baggie full of batteries. Listen, I understand that the tenant should be doing this, but at the end of the day, we don't need a mistake. We don't need somebody dying. We don't need that house burned down. Just bring some extra batteries. It doesn't hurt. What is it really going to cost you? It's an investment, all right? The next area I want you to do is climb up into the attic. Now, if you have pull down steps, if you have to climb up, whatever it may be, I want you to look in the attic for a couple reasons. A, most attics are not designed for storage, all right? But more importantly, I want you to see if there's any critters up there. I want you to see if you have gable vents, if they're broken, or you know, there's holes in the wood, or if there's anything that you see up there. I want you to take a couple minutes, have a flashlight. I really want you to look around. I want you to look up in that attic. And then the final thing that I want you to do is understand this is truly an opportunity to continue to build a relationship with your tenant. Now, the amounts of times that you do inspections, when you do them and all that should be worked out at the very beginning of the lease. It's a great time to pop by, pick up the check, meet them, see the kids, whatever it may be. It's a purpose to build relationships and to have a second set of eyes on your property. This is not about a bad tenant, what they're not doing. Don't go into it looking like that. Go into it that this is an opportunity that you can build this relationship. You can make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. But guess what, Mrs. Landlord? It's that you're doing what you're supposed to. Maybe when you did the original walkthrough, there was a broken something. And you said, oh, I get it, and you never did. The tenant never said anything because they don't really want to piss you off because they want to live there, but you totally forgot. This is a great time to build that relationship. So I hope this makes sense. I hope it works for you. Get a chance, share it, send it to someone you know, and then hit me up. Let me know what else you'd like me to talk about. Have a